Excuse me. I think I just burped. Um, yeah, we're live. It looks like we're live. Excuse me. That's good. Okay, so this will be a just like a hangout. Let's fly with this Piper Aero 28 old airplane. We're gonna fly in New Zealand. We're gonna start in the morning, and we're just gonna kind of hang out, talk about different things and whatnot. It's also gonna be a good time for you guys to ask me all those questions that you want to ask me regarding, StockX, OLED, C10, C1, G1. What's my relationship with the LG stuff like that? So it's going to be one of those live streams where I think it'll be perfect for you guys to ask all those questions. Hey, look, there's somebody over here already flying. Um, that looks like Caravan. Yep, it's a type of an airplane called Caravan. So I'm gonna wait for more passengers to come in. We can fit maybe one, two, three, four. Emilia's not gonna fly with us tonight. She's taking some time off. She's gonna be me and you guys, and that's it. So make sure you guys hit that bell notification. A lot of you, I don't know how many of you hit the bell notification. The bell notification, you got to make sure that it's crossed and that you are subscribed to the bell notification. Then you will be able to see when you click homepage, you will see me live streaming with a red little dot, meaning that I'm, or that little red bar, blinking that I'm live streaming. So always make sure you hit that bell button. Even I forget sometimes, believe me. I forgot to hit a bell button. All right, so I'm going to take off while you guys are getting ready. Don't worry about the passport. It's all good. I already checked the passport. I like how you can feel the engine shake. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I can definitely hear it. I can hear it right now. Here we go. Ooh, the little trim. Pull that trim up a little bit. And voila. Smooth ride. We're going to turn the objective. Turn that off. New Zealand, it's the best way to enjoy this plane because of the scenery, and the scenery in New Zealand is just magnificent, as you will see as we're flying through here. I purposely choose blue and white to represent a PlayStation 5 color. Hey, JS. Oh, I love New Zealand, man. What's not to like, man? It's a beautiful place. You know? Queenstown. We're basically in a Queenstown. That's the most... it's either Wellington or Queenstown, but Queenstown is the most recognized place in New Zealand. But yeah, it's my pleasure. I love New Zealand. I've never been there, but definitely would love to go there one of these days. One of these corona-free days, you know. Oh, that's your hometown. Well, cheers, bro. Wellington. That's also where Peter Jackson, famous director, has a studio called the Wingnut or something like that. They filmed all of the Lord of the Rings in New Zealand. A bunch of movies was filmed up here. The Last Samurai with Tom Cruise was filmed here. Um, what else they have done? Um, I think they filmed The Thin Red Line. Some some scenes were filmed there, and some in Philippines. So I don't know. It's kind of a mixed bag. But a lot of movies were filmed in New Zealand. I mean, the list is huge. I'm sure you know JS. Wingnut, yeah, Weta Studios. The great Peter Jackson, man. He looks like a Steven Spielberg. He's like the next Steven Spielberg. Uh, I still think the King Kong that he created is the best, uh, because you can feel the emotions on that King Kong, and of course the guy who did the motion capture for King Kong, who also did Planet of the Apes. Oh my God, I keep forgetting names. He's also from New Zealand as well. Um, that movie wouldn't be possible without him. Uh, what a talented guy, man. Andy Serkis. Andy Serkis. What a talented guy. He's got his own motion capture studio as well. Look how beautiful that is, man. Look at that. Some kind of a waterfall. We're gonna adjust the time a little bit here. Um, like 9:03 a.m. I'm gonna turn the sound a little bit because I don't know if you guys can hear me that well. Um, yeah, simply breathtaking, man. Look at this. Um, Now imagine being here next to this lake, man, or climbing up to that mountain and that hill. Simply beautiful. Look at this. It's 2:13 p.m. here. There. So it's wow. How many hours is that? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 hours or something like that. Holy shit. That's a huge difference. Almost like a day of a difference. That is beautiful, man. Simply beautiful. So how you guys doing? How's everybody doing? That is really nice, man. Maybe we can go outside a little bit. Why not? Check out the outside. We should bring Emilia. We should bring her back. We should activate her. There she is. Why not? Right? Why not? I like this blue and white stripes color. Really cool. I'm doing all of this on my Alienware laptop, believe it or not. This is all done on my laptop. It shows you how much juice there is left on this Alienware R417 laptop that I have. You have a bit of a cold, man. The one thing I have always is the migraines and sinuses. For some reason, dude, I don't know why. No matter how many times they try to shove something in my nose and try to clear that out, it always seems to be some problem. I think it's like a chronicle thing. You know, it's just nothing you can do about it. It's just the way it is. It's just so annoying sometimes, you know. Dude, that's the worst feeling, bro. I wish I could play some music for you, man. I'll try not to be too loud. Hopefully my voice is not too loud. Maybe I can turn this down. Like this. There we go. So it's not too loud. That looks beautiful. Look at that. Have you ever tried to do it from here? Like it's almost putting GoPro camera, like right here, dude. This is so cool. It's like putting a GoPro camera from here, but it's difficult to fly like this sometimes. But it's just so much nicer. Look at this, man. Wow, look at that. This looks so real. Honestly, it's 1440p 60. Oh, there he is. My friend. My friend Desperado. Dylan, you son of a bitch. So how's the PlayStation 5 going so far? Dylan. I heard you don't like it, man. I heard you don't like PlayStation 5. Let's do, you know what? I can do it like this. I can fly like this. It's all good. I can do this. Maybe people will think this is real. Can we trick people thinking this is real? I'll do my best. Probably I will be unsuccessful. But I'll do my best. I'll do my best. It's not gonna work. Let me see. Is it? Ugh. Alright. This may be, I don't know, maybe it can trick people. They know it's not real. What's up, Mamba? How you doing? So did you purchase PlayStation 5, Mamba? What game? Demon Souls? Oh yes, Demon Soul. I'm also gonna do a live stream of Demon's Soul in 1440p 60, but I'm afraid I'm gonna destroy my PlayStation 5 controller because I heard the game is so hard, so difficult. But hey, I mean, I'm up for a challenge. Why not? I'm up for it. I'm glad to hear that, bro. You know. All right, maybe they're gonna think this is real. I don't know. Nothing will. People know this is fake. All right, maybe now. Maybe now. They're gonna think, oh, this could be real. I don't know. I don't know, man. Maybe. Well, the one thing I've learned so far about the PlayStation 5 and watching the other videos and Cameron D video, which is like a 50 minutes in detail, great video, which I have shared. I learned how to put the stand and how to screw in the stand. You know, there's a little stand base and how to put it in the back. I already learned how to do that by watching videos. Also, the setup, it's fairly simple. You just sign in with your PlayStation username and password, and you're good to go. And they also ask you, would you like to install CD physical media game, or would you like to do that later? So if you have a physical media game, you can go ahead and install it while you're finishing up the process. But I'm not going to have to do that because I'm just going to download games digitally, because Cameron told me it's so easy, so fast and quick. With the physical media, if you lose the disc, you're screwed. You guys know that, right? And the disc are what, $70? Why would you want to pay $70, dude? No, think about this. If you buy a disc, physical media, on a PlayStation, if you lose that disc, you're screwed. That's it. You're done. When you purchase from a PlayStation store, it's always going to be on the PlayStation store forever. So buying it from the PlayStation store digitally, I think it's much, much better, much faster. I was blown away how fast you can download the game. Well, this is why I'm going to use my, what was it? My large Anaconda USB-C Stadia USB-C cable charger adapter and plug it in right next to my chair, and the controller will always be charged and I'll never have to worry about it. Also, I have learned from Cameron not to use standby mode. Don't keep it on the standby mode. Just turn off the console. So just turn it off, and always turn it off. Do not use it. Some people use it, I guess, to charge their controller, but I think it's ridiculous that you're going to be charging your controller while your console is on a standby. Just connect it to your USB-C adapter, or buy one of the charger stations and plug it into a charger station. You know, because I heard some horror stories about keeping the console on standby mode. Bamba, I don't know if I would recommend a digital edition from StockX. If you're gonna, hello Byron, Byron, thank you Byron, from Costa Rica, the beautiful island of Costa Rica. They got big crocodiles over there, man. There's a volcano in Costa Rica, and they got crocodiles, man. Big crocodiles. Um, Costa Rica. But it's a beautiful place. If I was gonna film Uncharted, Drake's Territory, or if I was gonna make a Tomb Raider movie, I'd definitely go to Costa Rica location, for sure. Stadies. Finally, FIFA has arrived on Stadies. Finally. And they promised us FIFA 21 last year in September. Phil Harrison. How dare you? How dare you, Phil Harrison? Hey, how about Jade Raymond? The Haven. She got her own new IP in a new studio where she's going to be working on a PlayStation new IP game, PlayStation exclusive game. Remember, she's behind Assassin's Creed, and who knows, she might jumpstart a new franchise on the PlayStation 5. So good for her, man. Good for her. I'm glad she jumped the ship. I'm glad she quit because there's really nothing there for her. Think about it. She went in there hoping that she can go ahead and help Stadia by creating these first-party games. But her hands were tied because Stadia was not giving her enough resources to do so. I mean, Google, which has gigatrillions of dollars, really, hypothetically speaking, gigatrillions of dollars, is so damn cheap. They didn't want to give her the resources to work on what she wants to do. So I'm glad she jumped the ship. It's like, yeah, sometimes, listen, guys, sometimes you got to trust your instinct. And this is the thing about Jade that I like and respect. She has an instinct. Maybe it's a Canadian thing. I don't know, because she's a Canadian, but Canadians have a good instinct. I think it's the instinct. You got to trust your instinct. When you feel and you get the signal on your instinct that, hey, man, this is not going to work out. Hey, man, this right here, no future here. This is not good. You just get that feeling you need to jump the ship. Like, hey, let me get out of here. You just know when it's time to go, right? You just know it. You have that feeling where like, hey, man, it's time to go. It's time to leave this crap. Because all she would have done is grind and grind and grind. What she's going to do there, there's nothing for her to do creatively in Stadia. What's she going to do creatively in Stadia? There's nothing for her to do there. Honestly. So I'm glad that she jumped the ship and left Stadia. Really am glad, man. Oh, I love Costa Rica, man. It's beautiful. Just don't jump in the river. Don't jump in the lake. Don't jump in the river, and you'll be fine. And I mean, don't jump in the ocean either. They got a bunch of bull sharks swimming around. Tiger sharks too. That's the thing about the tropics. You got all kinds of stuff, man. You got piranhas in Amazon. You got pythons. You got saltwater crocodiles, alligators. Got jaguars. You got the great white shark. I mean, it's like always something wants to eat you. Pretty much. I mean, if you listen, Mamba, if you can get digital version for $400 on a restock from Amazon or Target, go for it. But I wouldn't pay $600 for a digital version. Right now, they're selling StockX. They're selling a digital version for like $600. Yeah, you don't want to pay $600 for a digital version, man. Add another 100 and you get yourself Blu-ray version, 4K Blu-ray version. It's just not worth it, man. You know. Now, if you can get it for 400, go for it. But I wouldn't pay 600 because it's 550. Here's the thing: it's 586, but you have to consider the tax. You have to consider the shipping and processing. It comes to 600. So you're paying over $200 for a digital version, and it's like, I don't know. Hey, what's up, Cameron? How you doing? Also, the one thing I don't understand, why Sony never like bumped up the extra storage on the digital version. I just feel that they should have bumped up the storage to 1.5 terabytes on the digital version. You know, for $400. I know the reason the price is cut because there's no Blu-ray in there, but I don't know. I think 2 terabytes is the minimum you should have. Honestly, in my opinion, I like to have a lot of games installed on the hard drive, and I know that it's easy to delete. I know Cameron showed it to me. It's easy to delete and it's easy to install and download these games, and some of these games are not even that big of a file size. What normally you would have on the PlayStation 4 would be shaved down to, let's say, 30 gigabytes or 28 gigabytes instead of 60 gigabytes. And I know it's easy to delete, like Cameron, like you have shown me. I know that it's easy to delete and install these video games, but I just feel they should have 2 terabytes as a standard on both Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5. I think 2 terabytes should be standard, a new standard. You know, that's just me. You know, and I know that these solid state drives are expensive. They're not cheap. I know they cost money, but it's just part of me feels like we gotta have 2 terabytes, man. 2 terabytes, it's a must-have. It's a like a minimum. It should be a minimum 2 terabytes, in my opinion. Thank you, Extreme Gaming. Oh, look at that. It almost looks real, dude. I know you only have like 100 gigabytes left. And I know, like you said, Cameron, it's easy to delete and download and install. It's super fast. You know, it shouldn't be an issue. If you're not gonna, but let's say you wanna, there's 4 games you wanna play, and you like those 4 games all the time, and you like to have them. Now you're gonna have to delete one of them. You'd have to sacrifice because you need some space for, let's say, a new upcoming Resident Evil. So you gotta delete Spider-Man, you gotta delete Gran Turismo or something like that. I just think 2 terabytes should be a minimum standard. Should be a standard. That's all. They should just make it a standard. that would give you 1800 terabytes. This is New Zealand Extreme Gaming. Yes, sir. Yes. How is The Last of Us coming up so far? I can only imagine how fast and smooth The Last of Us is, especially on the escape of from the town in the beginning of The Last of Us when Joel it's escaping with Emily, right? Emma. I can only imagine how that looks. New Zealand is beautiful, man. The Lord of the Rings, all of the Lord of the Rings. Peter Jackson has a studio there in Wellington. All of the Lord of the Rings have been filmed in New Zealand. All of them have been filmed up here in New Zealand. And it's a marvelous place, man. And another marvelous place next to New Zealand is Australia. That's another marvel. And New Zealand is not that far from Antarctica. You know, you can really... it's about 6 hours flight. Or 5 hours, 6 hour flight, whatever. Something like that. Six hours, I think. Something like that. Yeah, you have to be healthy to be able to fly. You gotta be like squeaky clean. You gotta be healthy. You can't have any problems, no issues, no migraines, no sinus infection. You have to be the health. You gotta be like healthy like a royals family. You gotta be the healthiest son of a bitch on the planet. Because commercially, you will never fly if you have any problems or issues. They'll just take your license and you're done. Marvin Hagler passed away? Wow. How old was he? How old was he though? Wasn't he like in his 80s? Or 90s? No, Gene Hackman. Listen, when Gene Hackman Gene Hackman is 91. That's why you don't see Gene Hackman making any movies because he's just so damn old. And you couldn't even recognize him. That reminds you that, hey, man, you know, we're all getting old, man. We're all getting freaking old. We're all getting old, but some people, they never change. No matter how old they get. They never... No. Some people, they never grow up. And they never change. Could be all of us. Pretty much. How old is Morgan Freeman? Oh, Hagler was 66. That's young, dude. That's young, 66. I thought he'd be older, man. I don't know. It just felt like a long time. Just felt like a long time, man. Because Sylvester Stallone, it's 70. He's like in his 70s. He's 75 or 78 or whatever. Dude, Sylvester Stallone's super old, man. Ridley Scott turned 81. He's old. But I guess he's got some... I think he has 10 more years to make some movies. And that's it, I think, after that for him. Because he's going to be 90 after that. And I think he's trying to make those movies as quick as possible. Not that he has anything left to prove. I think Ridley Scott has proven himself more than capable. 40 plus years. The only thing about Ridley Scott is that he started very late. He started at age 40 with a Duelist. But before that, he was making commercials in New York City. He was making commercial for the Apple. That was him. And a bunch of other commercials in the 70s and early 80s and stuff like that. Mainly in the 70s, he was making a bunch of commercials. And that's after he finally got the break on the Alien. Because what happened is the script was written and Walter Hill was producing that Alien movie. And apparently Walter Hill saw the movie The Duelist, and they were like, "Hey, why don't we get this guy Ridley, from UK, Ridley? He did this movie, Duelist, and I really like it. Why don't we get him to direct this Alien thing?" And that's how he got involved. I know Ridley a little bit. I don't know him personally, but I know him from Facebook a little bit. Couple of words we exchanged, all because of the there was a video I did and he liked it, something about the Mogadishu and Black Hawk Down. I don't know what happened to that video. Is it still on Facebook? I don't know. I did a little video edit and I posted on his page. He doesn't allow stuff to post on his page anymore, but when he used to. And he liked that video, and then just a few words we exchanged and all that. He said he liked it, and that was it. And a couple of more times, brief exchange conversation I had with him on the messenger regarding his son, Luke Scott. He's also a director. He has two sons, and they're both film directors and producers. So that's pretty cool that they're going to follow in his father's footsteps. And it's good to know that Luke and his other brother are in charge of Scott Free Productions. Because, Tony Scott, he dropped himself from the St. Vincent Bridge in Los Angeles. He killed himself, pretty much. I don't know why. Some people said that he maybe I shouldn't talk about this. It's too private. But anyway, I know him a little bit. I just know Ridley just a little bit. That's all. Honest to God. I'm glad that his son, Luke, it's very successful with that TV show, The Mother, what was it? On HBO Max. Raised by Wolves. If you haven't seen Raised by Wolves, I highly suggest that you go ahead and watch Raised by Wolves. An excellent TV show that hits really close to the Alien and what you call it. It's in between Alien and Blade Runner universe. Honestly, but it's not really in that universe. It's a separate universe. But if you loved Blade Runner, you sure as hell gonna love Raised by Wolves. Because both Aliens Alien and the Blade Runner have androids. So that's the significance there. Sure, go ahead, young Bula. Okay, Cameron. What's up, Alan Garvin? How you doing, bro? Go ahead. I'll try to answer it as best of my abilities. Look at that, man. That's beautiful, bro. That looks so real, dude. Look at that. It's almost like an IMAX footage. It's almost like an IMAX footage. That's a highway down there. A lot of Lord of the Rings here. Lord of the Rings, a lot of Lord of the Rings. The entire trilogy and The Hobbit, the whole thing, was filmed up here. And you can tell why it was filmed up here. You can tell why they filmed the Lord of the Rings here. Makes total sense. And The Hobbit. And the King Kong, obviously. King Kong. The Last Samurai was filmed up here as well. Which unboxing? You talking about the Xbox One X, Project Scorpio? I haven't seen that video in a long time. I should definitely look into it and check it out. 2017, November 7th, feels like such a long time. And it does. 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. It's been a long time. Dude, time flies so fast. Man, I gotta tell you, man. I gotta tell you, bro. Time, it's just... The only thing missing here, it's the guy who does the voiceover for the Planet Earth documentary, BBC Planet Earth documentary. All we need, it's either him or Morgan Freeman. If I put Morgan Freeman here to talk and we're watching this, that's it, bro. That's it. We just would need Morgan Freeman. Look how beautiful that is, bro. But we can make it even more beautiful. Believe me. Believe me when I tell you. Look at that. Look at that beauty. Look at that beauty, bro. Come on. Yeah, you can zoom in, bro. That's another thing. You can zoom in as you're flying. Let's move this. We don't need that. The objectives. Look at that. Who wants to go to X-Plane 11? All right? And then people say, why do you want to get Series X? Well, it's a powerful console too. Why not? Why not test both? Why not have the best of the both worlds? And why not play Flight Simulator on your beautiful OLED television with the Series X? Why not? I know you guys want to play this on your OLED. Come on. Or your QLED with HDR and 4K and ray tracing. So why not? Look at this. Hey, there's a small town over here. Some beautiful small town. Looks like Asheville. Almost like Asheville in western North Carolina. Because Asheville has like Appalachian Mountains around it. And then the city is right there. It's kind of the same. Beautiful. It's just beautiful. Look at that. Look at that river down there. Have I seen your question? I'm waiting for your question. Yeah, what is your question, bro? You want to know something about the StockX, and I'm waiting for you to ask me what you want to know about StockX. So, go ahead. Ask, brother. Where am I from? Miami. Wow, look at this, man. This is just breathtaking. Isn't it breathtaking? I mean, come on. I can't wait to see your videos, Cameron. Your videos about The Last of Us. Listen, man. I just love. Let me tell you, man. No one does a better job doing a walkthrough of a video game than Cameron D. And I really mean this. He covers every detail when he's doing a walkthrough. Like he explained everything to you. This is how you do this. This is why this is important. This is why you have this here. I mean, it's such a great. It's almost like a strategy guide tutorial thing, and he really does it. Like, for example, the demo of the Resident Evil Village, that was perfectly done. And if you haven't seen that video, I highly suggest that you go and see it. Where Cameron D plays the Resident Evil Village demo. And Resident Evil Village is just around the corner. One more month. One more month. So can't wait for that. I can pronounce your name, man. I know Brazil. I know Brazil. Let me see. Bilzen. Bilzen. FF333. Bilzen. 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 Is it Bilzen? Sounds like a benzene, which would be in German. Benzene. Fuel. Give me fuel. Give me five. Give me that what I desire. What is it? I'm definitely going to connect my PlayStation 5 to my capture card, because with my capture card I'll be able to utilize obviously the live stream to 1440p 60. I can give you a link to a capture card, AverMedia. GC573. That's the name of the AverMedia capture card for a PC. But I don't know if you have a desktop or if you have a laptop, Cameron. But I think if you use a capture card, those videos and the microphone, if you get the Elgato microphone, they're going to look so good. Because with the, here's what you can do on Elgato. Elgato, it's expensive. It's $400, and I know you're paying a console price. But the reason it's so expensive is because they let you record CV, that codec, H.265, where it gives you HDR metadata. You can record HDR metadata, and you can upload and edit with that HDR metadata. But I don't know how many people really care about the HDR. I have uploaded a couple of videos with a 4K HDR, and I don't know how many of them really cared. Well, you're welcome. You're welcome, brother. Bilzin. Bilzin. You get over here. I'm glad, man. My cousin is married to a Brazilian chick. So I'm kind of familiar with a little bit with Brazilian culture, you know. And my friend Cameron, it's half Brazilian, half Canadian, half French, and all of the rest is just muscle. So that's Cameron. I'm doing good, Brendan, man. How you doing, brother? You know, I'm just hanging in there, you know. Trying to survive. Just trying to, dude, just like everybody else, man. People ask me, how you doing? I was like, man, I'm just trying to survive just like everybody else, man. You know. El Gato. It is Brazilian. You know what else is a Brazilian? Edo. 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 It's Brazilian as well. Edo. Brazilian. And Edo can also be Japanese. Edo. Ooh. Ooh. Chestao bem. Chestao bem. Huh? Chestao bem? I'm just listen, man, I'm a chameleon, bro. I can transform into anything. I can learn anything. I can adapt to anything. You know, you want me to speak Creole? I can speak Creole in Haitian, you know. Tout est prêt, Namboulé. You know, I mean, I can do whatever. It's just, I always had that gift, man. I don't know. Just to soak it all in. Learn even Spanish. You know, ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien. ¿De dónde eres? Miami. But there's one mistake I made. When I first got here, was it LA or was it Miami? I think it was LA. I said something funny. Because my cousin lived in LA. And I said something very funny. And there was like 3 Mexicans there. And I said, let me see how good you homie. Let me see how good your Mexican is. And I said something funny in Mexican. I said, this will be a broken Bosnian Mexican. And I said something so stupid. Something like, you guys gonna laugh when I say it. Hey, muchachos dineros. Oh, come on, man. Muchachos dineros. Like, por favor, muchachos dineros. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And, of course, I just screwed it up. Muchachos dineros. Come on, you know. They looked at me kind of funny. Hey, this homie, man, he's crazy, man. I was like, what the fuck? Hola, hombre, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien, muy bien. It's good. It's just I'm good, man. I'm good. It's just I have one of those moments, you know. I gotta apologize to Giovanni. Uh, I don't know if he's watching or not. To Giovanni, we were joking about Godzilla, and then dude, I don't know, man. Um, I don't know what it is, man. I feel like a split. I mean, honestly, guys, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me. Sometimes I feel like split. Like out of nowhere, I'll just lose my cool, and people look at me. What the fuck just happened? Is this some prank or something or what? Um, and I'll just blow up, man. I don't know what that is. And I really, man, that's the one thing I hate about me. I'll just say it here publicly. I'll say it publicly on YouTube. That's the one thing I hate about me. And I think you guys have catched up on that. You guys probably, well, it's documented. You can see it on the video. Like, Mr. 4K will just blow up. Like, for no reason. Like I mean, for some stupid shit, you know, for nothing important. And he'll just go bananas. And, like, you know, do I regret it? Yes, I do regret it. I lost a lot of friends that way. I mean, they don't want to hang around with me anymore because they're like, man, what the fuck's wrong with him? It's almost like that movie Split, you know, played by, what's his name? That actor who played Xavier, Professor. I don't know, man. Crazy 4K. Well, there you go. And I know it scares people sometimes. They're like, man, this guy's unpredictable. And it's uncomfortable. I get it. Like, whoa, huh? What? Like a shock moment. Like you have your heart rate goes faster, and you got a panic attacks. You can't catch your breath because you're just like, what the fuck just happened? He just blew up. What happened? You know, I snapped. Mr. Snapper, 4K. I think I took that after my father. My father was a drinker and a fiend. One night, he goes crazier than usual. I don't know, man. I took after my father, man, because my father was, he can blow up, dude. And when he blows up, it's like, fuck. It's like you run. It's like that, you know, that theme song, Run. Run. It's kind of like that. Maybe I think I took it after him. And my grandpa grew up in, you know, Montenegro and then Sicily, Italy. So that's why I have this nose. Because of the Italiana. I'm a mixture, man. I'm a mixture of everything. So when people say you're a white guy, no. I'm a mixture, man. International mixture. Okay? And, but that's because people don't know. They don't know much about me, you know. They only know from what they hear. From propaganda. Oh, that's easy. Tá ligado, relegado, tá ligado. I had a friend, relegado, from Colombia. Colombia, Bogota. From Bogota, yes. He was from Bogota. Relegado. My friend. He always, you know, I used to laugh. My friend, relegado, always says, my friend, how you been, my friend? I said, I'm good, my friend. How about you? Well, I'm fine, but what about you, my friend? You look a bit sad. I said, no, I'm not. Oh, come on. Let's have a drink over here, my friend. He was a cool guy. I think he went to Russia, dude. I don't know why, but at last I heard he went to Russia. What reason? I don't know. That was like a couple of years ago. Maybe a business or something. I don't know. I haven't spoken to him like in 2.5 years. So if you're watching this, relegado, hit me up, man. Go ahead, say another word. Brendan, of course the Kong's gonna win. But I think it's gonna be a draw. It will be a draw. They're going to have a long fight for an hour and a half. And at the end, they're going to shake hands. And then there's going to be a new enemy. And now both Godzilla and King Kong, they have to fight a new enemy. And they're going to team up together. And they're going to kick some ass in a sequel. And that's that. I love the Sub-Zero Mortal Kombat. I love that, man. I loved it. It was amazing. It was just amazing. Look, there's another guy, Rio. Oh, that's easy. I'm gonna do it in a authentic. I'll do it like in a Cuba. What should I do, Venezuelan? Hey, my friend. Cinema dos memes, huh? Cinemas dos memes. There you go. Was that good enough? Now I sound like a cartel guy. My friend, you don't look too hot. Just sit here. I want you to have a drink. You sit now and have a drink. Comprende? Hmm? Mortal Kombat trailer. Yeah, Sub-Zero, man, looks so bad. Look, I love it. And it's all on HBO Max. HBO Max. Gotta love it. Oh, I gotta watch the Snyder's Cut. It's tonight. We gotta watch it. Snyder's Cut. It's released. Snyder's Cut. You know, the, what you call it? The DC comic books. What was the name of that movie? Again? DC Characters Unite or whatever. Dude, I'm forgetting stuff. I loved Tom and Jerry movie. That chick was in that movie. That blonde chick from she was in a bunch of movies, scary movies, not so scary movies, sci-fi movies. I forgot her name. She was in it. I felt sorry for Tom because his piano got broken because they find out that he's a fluke, and then Jerry was laughing and you know. I saw that. It's Dolby Vision. It looks great in Dolby Vision. But come on, HBO Max. Why can't you release all of the movies in Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos? Come on. That's what kills me. It's like they let us watch these brand new movies in Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos. And that's fine. I love that. I appreciate all of those movies in Dolby Vision. But what about, you know, the rest of the movies in Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos? Justice League. Yes, Jesus Christ. Thank God your brain is working, Mr. 4K. Justice League. Snyder's Cut. But I don't know if I'm going to watch it. It's 4 hours long. Dude, 4 hours. Are you kidding me, dude? I cannot watch that crap for 4 hours. Cannot do that. So anyway, what's the situation with my PlayStation? What's the situation with your PlayStation? What's the situation with your PlayStation? Well, I'll tell you what the situation is with my PlayStation. The situation is this. I am waiting for UPS. I am waiting for United Poor Service to deliver. It's United Parcel Service, but I call it United Poor Service to deliver my PlayStation on Saturday, but I have a feeling, I have a feeling, I have a feeling it will arrive on Monday, Monday, Monday. And I hate Monday. Why do you hate Monday? 'Cause it's the beginning of the new week, and I got 5 days to go till I get a day off. So I hate Mondays. Where's Jack Black? Come on, Jack Black, let's go. Adam Sandler, Jack Black, let's go. Woody Harrelson, everybody, Christian Bale, let's go. Start singing, bro. We gotta make some songs. Bring Matt Damon, everybody. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, bro. Let's go. Time to sing, man. Oh, the Snyder's not out yet? What? It's supposed to be the 18th. Oh, maybe they pulled that out because of a bad review. Somebody on GameSpot gave it a bad review. They said, it's a boring, dull, 4-hour movie. Think about this. They were complaining about the original Justice League for being too short, and now they're complaining for being too long. You really can't make people happy, man. You really can't make... It's impossible to make people happy. No matter what you do, they're going to find something to bitch and moan about. And I think this is the issue with today's generation. And I hate to bring this up, because I know people don't like when I talk about generations. But this generation cannot appreciate anything. Can't you just appreciate the movie? At least Zack Snyder is putting some effort to make it look a little bit better. I mean, for God's sakes, his daughter died while he was filming that film, the original Justice League. What do you expect the guy to do? Continue finishing the movie? He had to bury his daughter. And no parent should have to bury his own daughter. Cut Zack Snyder some slack. Will you guys? Stop bitching and moaning. You know? Appreciate it for what it is. You know? Appreciate the movie for what it is. You know what I mean? You know? No, it was too boring, man. 4 hours, man. It's a boring movie. Who was that guy on a GameSpot? Can you guys look it up? Can you guys check it out? Who was the guy that gave it a 3-star? No, like a 3 out of 10. The bad. Movie's so bad that he liked the first one better. The movie, it's so bad, he liked the first one better. Can you believe that? The movie, it's so bad that he liked the first one better. The shorter version better. With a cheesy CGI better. CGI here is much better. It's more detailed. The camera angles are much better. It looks, I mean, can't make people happy these days, bro. Can't. Oh, it is? Perfect. I'm going to watch it tomorrow, not tonight. I'm going to watch it tomorrow. Look at New Zealand, man. Look at this. Come on, guys. Look at this thing. Aussie wife said racist words on TV. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. You know what, man? Maybe I shouldn't talk about this. Maybe I'm not the guy to talk about it, but maybe I should. You know, are there racist people out there? Yes, of course. Are there psychopaths? Yes, of course. Are there crazy people? Yes, of course. 8 billion people on this planet. So many different ethnic groups. Of course, you're going to have all kinds of shit. But the problem becomes with using that card all the time. That's where the problem becomes. That card starts getting used for everything. It gets the free pass, free lunch everywhere you go. And people use that card all the time. That's the problem. it's that card gets used, and the stuff that somebody says gets misinterpreted. You know, it gets cooked up. Like stuff, even the stuff I say gets taken out of the context, gets cooked up, and then you have some asshole making a video calling me a racist, right? When even though I called the guy a lowlife, but apparently to him, being a lowlife, it's associated to a black person, I guess. But I called the guy a lowlife because he was a lowlife, because what he was saying to me. So I called him a lowlife. A lowlife can be a white person. A lowlife can be a brown person, can be a red person, can be a green person, can be a whatever color person. It's something that's not associated with race. It's something that's associated with a person's character. So when you call somebody a lowlife, that's his character. He's a lowlife, or he's a scumbag, or he's a piece of shit. But that's, you know, that's where the word gets used a lot. Or when you say ghetto, ghetto's everywhere. You got ghetto in Europe. You got ghetto in Belgrade. You got ghetto in Vienna. You got ghetto in Toronto. You got ghettos in France. Poor areas. Urban poor areas. It has nothing to do with race. But they like to use that and turn it into a race card. A racist individuals. That's who they are. The ones who are making that kind of racist card and throwing it out. A racist has no problem calling you what you are, and he will let you know. Who are these guys? They're neo-Nazis, Ku Klux Klans. You know who they are. They have no problem calling you what you are. Okay? But generalizing and using certain words that you think might be associated to racism, that's where, to me, it gets very dangerous. You know? That's where you step into dangerous waters. You know? I called my Bosnians friends lowlifes. And some of them live in the ghetto. Like Sarajevo has a good part of the city and has a ghetto part of the city. A lot of crime. You know. So let's not twist words around. And that's the issue today. There's a lot of double standards. Okay? Of course there's racist people. Of course there's crazy people. Of course there's rapists. And of course there's murderers and there's crazies and all kinds of fucking ridiculousness. But the problem becomes when we start generalizing and when we start using that card all the time. When that card's being used all the time and tossed around. Like a women's card. Forget the race card. How about the women's card? A women's card. He opened his legs while I was sitting next to him in the bus. Why did he open his legs? Because he had to put his bag in front of him. What is he supposed to do? Squeeze the bag? You know, there's another thing. Women's cards. But he looked at me wrong. He was following me. No, he was not following you. He was just going the same way you were going. Right? Or when we were standing at the subway, while we were going inside the subway train, he brushed the shoulders next to me. So that doesn't mean, you know, that somebody intentionally did something. But according to this new generation of women, feminism, SJW, you know, Me Too movement. Oh, it's the big one, Me Too movement. That's the generalization. That's where the problem begins. Generalizing. Yes, of course, pieces of shit exist, but they're individuals. They don't represent everybody. They don't represent every man. What Weinstein did was a piece of shit thing. But he doesn't represent every producer. He doesn't represent every man. He doesn't represent every single male on this planet, you know. But see, that's how it starts. That's the dangerous area we're in right now. That's the danger that we're lurking into because of that shit, you know. These cards, how about let's not use any cards? How about we're all human beings? How about that? How about this? How about this? Forget your cards, burn your cards, throw your cards away. How about this? We're all human beings. I have a heart, you have a heart. I have a lung, you have a lung. I have a throat, you have a throat. We all gotta breathe the same air. We gotta eat, we gotta shit, we gotta piss, and we gotta fuck. Sure. So, how about we all just work with each other and stop pulling the fucking card? How about that? Can we do that? No, that seems to be like a difficult task for us these days to do that. A difficult task to do that, to get along, so we can move along and get along, to move along and move into the future, at least a better future. Instead of just doing this, you know, doing that, doing this, pointing fingers and red state, blue state, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, ginger ale, you know. But that will never, I don't think that'll ever change in my lifetime, you know. Am I boring you with this conversation? Or are you guys afraid to talk about it? I know you guys are afraid to talk about it. Why? See, that's the thing. You guys are afraid to talk about it. And that's where you lose your rights, when you're afraid to talk about it. That's how you lose your rights, when you're afraid to talk about something. People will respect you more when you stand your ground. You'll get more respect, believe me. They'll say, hey man, say what you want about this guy, but he stood his ground. Fuck it, you know. But I understand. You guys want to talk about it, it's fine by me. Anyway, you guys want to ask me anything about StockX? You should definitely ask me about StockX. What else do you guys want to know about StockX? Thank you, Dan. Thank you. Guys, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Listen, I know you get red and you have your heart rate goes up and you get anxiety attack and you can't catch a breath and you're nervous, you can barely breathe because you're afraid. Why would you want to live like that? Why? People, well, you don't have a fear, Mr. 4K? Of course I have a fear. But I'm a grown-ass man. I got a big goddamn balls and a big fat cock. But I have no fear. Not the fear that you have. What do I mean by fear? The fear to me, it's awareness. To keep me aware of what's going on. But I don't let the fear control me. When I say I don't have a fear, I don't have a fear that controls me. You have a fear that controls you. You know. Somebody pulls out a knife on you. Oh, you're frozen. You don't know what to do. You're frozen. Somebody pull a guns on you. You're frozen. And they can see you're frozen. They can see it in your eyes that you're frozen. You got to be able to channel through that fear. It can save your life. It can help you think. I mean, I have a fear, but I can channel through it. I can control it. The fear doesn't control me. I control the fear in me. There's a difference. There's a difference between you when you froze up and you have an anxiety attack and you can't breathe. And the guy with the knife can see that, oh, this guy's like a fucking slaughter lamb. He's like a pig getting slaughtered now. Oh, this guy is easy, right? You got to be able to stand your ground, show no fear. Don't show it that it's coming out of you, that it's controlling you. Keep it inside. Because they can see that fear in your eyes. They're going to know you're afraid. They're just going to look at you and say, this guy over here, he's afraid. You know. Now, I'm not sitting here telling you should go ahead and just cause trouble or something and act like you're like a Rambo or something. I'm simply saying, don't let the fear control you. And don't stutter. People can see that when you're trying to talk, your tone of voice become like a female voice. Because you're afraid. And you're mumbling in your words. And you're like, yes. Don't let the fear control you, man. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Listen, I guess it's me. I'm just built differently. It is what it is. Fuck it. Maybe it's just me. I'm just built differently. Maybe it's just me. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But anyway, ask me about the StockX. Will you? Please. Please. Please ask me about the StockX, because I know you guys want to ask some questions about StockX. Also, go and check out Uncle Anxiety. Listen, man, I gotta give a shout out to Uncle Anxiety. He's in Los Angeles. Dude, I learned so much about StockX from him. Let me put a link to Uncle Anxiety. Go check him out, guys. Where's Uncle Anxiety? He's right over here. Hold on. Bum, 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 bum. Uncle Anxiety, come on. Uncle Anxiety. There he is. Show some love to Uncle Anxiety, man. Pretty cool guy. I wouldn't be, listen, if I didn't think he was a pretty cool guy, and if I didn't think he had a lot of knowledge about the StockX, I wouldn't be recommending him to you. He likes to kind of also joke around a little bit, but he's spot on when it comes to the detail of StockX. He will explain everything to you in detail, like vivid, clear, crystal detail. Anything you want to know about StockX, this is the guy. Right here. I'll send you the link right now. I'm going to send you the link. Show him some love, guys. Come on. Show the guy some love. Tell him I sent you. Come on. Click on it. Ed, will I consider video card from StockX if you're considering upgrading to your 2060 Super? In the future, I'm already tied up right now with the PlayStation 5 and Series X. But in the future, yes. In the future, if I cannot buy it at a regular price, then yeah, sure. Absolutely. Why not? Absolutely. They're safe. They're legit. Why not? Absolutely. 100%. And you'll see how legit the console is when I open it. I'm going to try to make the video really nice so you can see the detail and everything. And you'll see just what good condition the console is, because it's brand new. If it wasn't brand new, they would have shipped it back. Like, that's just like given. If it was opened and tampered with, because they checked the serial number, they know if it was used. They would have shipped it back. They would have shipped it back, but you'll see how the whole video is. Hold on, we got a question. Resident Evil fan, can't wait to see Demon Souls videos. Me too, man. And can't wait to do a 1440p 60 crystal clear live stream of PlayStation 5. And have you guys join me with the PlayStation 5 Live. PlayStation Live. And it's going to be cool. It's going to be cool. I want to have a crystal clear, sharp detail PlayStation 5 live stream. for you guys. And listen, there's going to be so many videos. There's going to be so much content that honestly, you guys will have a hard time keeping up. It's going to be a tsunami of PlayStation 5 videos. And I'll do the same thing for the Xbox Series X. But please keep in mind, PS5 is my desirable favorite console. So you will see me playing mainly PlayStation 5. There's going to be tons of videos. And then you guys send in requests. Like, what do you want me to do? Like, what type of videos you want me to make? Or doing a live stream, what do you want me to test? What do you want me to do? And then you send in requests. And then if I get that C1 from LG, oh, the comparison between the C1 and the C10, it's going to be even better, man. So it's going to be busy spring, busy summer, Resident Evil Village live stream, Returnal live stream as well. So it's going to be a busy summer for sure. Absolutely, I have to get Series X because I'm a gamer. I am a gamer, you know, and now my preference is PlayStation, of course. Preference is PlayStation, but I also like to enjoy the accolades that the Series X has with the Game Pass, to play all these upcoming games on the Series X. To play the this game on Series X, Flight Simulator, Halo, Forza, you know, all the good stuff that's coming out. I will destroy the haptic feedback. It's gonna get stuck. I think that's what I'm gonna screw up. That haptic feedback. And I'm going to also destroy that touchpad, I have a feeling. This is why I'm going to secure another controller. This is why I'm going to need another controller. Hey, look how beautiful the sky is over here. Look at this, man. Holy shit. Look at that. Oh my God. Look at that, guys. That is amazing. Let's put some lighting over here. Look at that. That looks bananas. No, the Gamma 1 will not lose the detail. As long as you don't move the brightness. If you leave the brightness at 50, the Gamma 1 will be fine. The reason I want you to keep the Gamma 1, it's because when you move the Gamma to medium and low, then the screen's going to look, the black level detail, it's going to look foggy, kind of like the clouds over here. It's going to look too foggy. It's going to look like you put like some smoke, like a bright smoke on top of that black level. Like let's say you're watching a movie, it has a night scene, and the black levels look like there's some kind of like bright smoke over it. So the shadow will not look as redefined. So you want to keep it balanced. You know, the key word is the balance. You're not crushing your black levels. The reason it looks so pitch black on OLED is because OLED is self-emitting technology. So when you get the black detail, it's going to be as black as it can be. When you get the white detail, it's going to be as white as it can be. When you get the red detail and green detail and blue detail and yellow detail, it's going to look as yellow, blue, and red as it can be. Why? Because that's the beauty of self-emitting pixels. Every in each pixel, it's emitting by itself. Okay? Yes, you need electricity, duh, but you don't require any LED light behind it. Okay? Yeah, just try it. Listen, man, I keep telling everybody, the reason I do those settings, because I want you guys to try it. I want you to try it. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. And just try it. It doesn't cost you anything. That's what I'm trying to say. It doesn't cost you anything. Just try it. And that's it. Oh, Florida to Las Vegas? Nice. That's about a 5-hour flight. Yeah, at times this game, it's so ridiculously detailed and real that even I sometimes forget, when I look at it, even I sometimes forget just how good it looks. Oh, I'm definitely going to destroy the controller, Cameron. There's no question about that. Play Demon Souls in TCL. If I can find it, it's somewhere out there in my basement. I don't know. Next to the Vizio and Sony X900E. Wow, look at this New Zealand, man. Look at it. It looks so nice. I think we should go a little bit lower. My PSN, it's Edo79. Not Japanese, by the way. I mean, it is Japanese word, but it's just, it can be also a Balkans nickname as well. I'm using just what you call it, the Blue Yeti blacked out edition. I'm using a Blue Yeti blacked out edition. That's it. Blacked out edition. Blue Yeti. Blue Yeti, 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 Yeti. Are you my Yeti? Are you my Yeti? Wow, look at this. Now we're doing some IMAX Christopher Nolan stuff here. Perhaps he was wondering. Hold on. Hold on. What was that?
Perhaps he was wondering, why would you shoot the man before throwing him out of the plane?
That was Dark Knight Rises, right? Yeah. So yeah, get yourself either Elgato microphone or Blue Yeti, bro. Blue Yeti blacked out edition. Uh, Good to go. But it's also the OBS. So you have to really adjust your OBS. Your OBS has to be adjusted. Dude, I thought that was a UFO for a second, dude. Like right here, dude. I thought it was a UFO. Like right here. I thought this was a UFO. This antenna here. I really thought it was a UFO. Well, there's a couple of tricks. You have to adjust your gain. Your gain, it's important part. So that way there's no. You have to adjust the gain to like balanced level, and you also have to adjust your microphone gain on your OBS, the OBS software. You have to adjust it there as well. Just keep it at the 0 decibels. Keep it at like the most balanced that you can keep it. And also get a pop filter. See, there's a little pop filter here. Get that. And you don't have to be too close to it. You can be like right here and you can hear. Another thing is, and I keep telling this to people, is you don't necessarily have to like really talk loud at your microphone. I used to do the same thing when I first started live streaming. I was like, and then I started. Wait a minute, what if I was the one listening to myself? If I was the guy on the other end listening to myself? So I have to keep that in mind, that there's other people listening to what I'm saying. So you have to make sure that what you are saying, it's consistent and it's easy on ears, so people can understand you better. And they can also follow the flow, the tempo of the way you're talking. So that way, see, like right now there's a tempo, a slight return, like Jimi Hendrix, slight return tempo. So that way people can adjust to it. Now, if I do this, you're going to have a migraine, you're going to have a headache, and you're not going to feel good. Why? Because of the vibrations. They're going to affect your equilibrium in your brain. This is all science. Again, it's just science. That's right. You can use that Premiere Pro, and you can tweak so much in there. But you have to have a good recording. You can separate that recording on Adobe Premiere, right? You can separate the recording and use that recording, and you can adjust it. How many decibels? You can clean it. You can filter it. So if there's any noise in the background, you can go ahead and isolate that noise. That's the beauty about the Adobe Premiere. So the noise is being isolated in the background, so that way they can just, like right now, for example, if I do this, it's going to be difficult for you guys to hear me. Like right now, but if I isolate any kind of a background noise, then you guys are going to be able to hear me just perfectly. It's tweaking, it's calibrating, it's all calibrating the audio, just as it is calibrating anything. Calibrating is what it is. getting that balanced feed, or the balanced visuals, and you know. I like you, man. Are you kidding me? Dude. I love your the way you do the commentary, But the one thing that I would recommend is sometimes it's good, like to pause the video. Okay, I did this segment. Pause the video. Let me go ahead. Let me stop for a minute. Like, if you do everything in one take, here's what I'm trying. It's just like it's like observation, Cameron. If you do everything in one take, then it feels like speed run. It feels like you're rushing it. But if you take your time and you do first 3 minutes introduction and then pause. All right, I just did a 3-minute introduction. I think I did good. All right, let's move on. What I want to do next? I want to do this next. All right, let's move on. And then start from there. And then keep that momentum. It's really, editing and planning. It's planning and editing. And sometimes these videos can take a long time, depending on how you want to do it. If you want to do it like some people do, they spend like 2 days, 7 days. Some of them spend 7 days making just one video. Why? Because they want to make it look professional. They want to make it look clean. But that's okay. Not everyone want to do that. Not everyone has the time to do that. And you have to find what your audience like. If your audience is not into that professional, squeaky clean, orchestrated perfectly type of bling bling video, if they're not into that stuff, then you shouldn't waste time creating stuff like that. You should go with what people like. I like the way you do it, man. I like your commentary, and I wouldn't change anything. The only thing I would do is I would get a better microphone and just balance and calibrate that microphone, and then that's it, man. You're gonna be rocking and rolling. It's gonna be like a DVD Blu-ray commentary. Oh boy. But don't worry about offending people. That was my fear, Cameron. Well, not anymore. But in the beginning, when I first started in 2013 and late 2014, I had like 10 subscribers, and then I grew into 100 subscribers later on in 2014. I was always self-aware of, I hope I don't say the wrong thing. I hope I don't offend anybody. I hope I don't say this. I hope I don't say that. Listen, you're always gonna offend someone. Just the way you look will offend somebody. Just the way you sound will offend somebody. But you can worry about that. Who you offended, who you didn't offend. Remember, there's 8 billion people on this planet. We're not here to make everyone like us, and that's okay. We don't have to all like each other. But you shouldn't worry about that stuff. Who I offended, if I, whatever. Now, if it's intentional, offending somebody, then that's a different story. But don't worry about it. Just do your thing, man. Don't worry about what other people say. That's what I would tell you. I love it. Listen, I love simplicity. Let me tell you, I do simplicity too. You know, um, I love simplicity. Do you know why? Because that's why people watch you. They watch you because of your personality, because of who you are. You know, and in this case, you have a great commentary. Like the way you explain the walkthroughs, it's way better than anybody else that I have. It's like listening to a developer. Honestly, when I was watching that Resident Evil Village video, it was almost like I was listening to a developer from Capcom, like a lead director developer from a Capcom explaining the game and the demo and stuff that's inside the demo, everything. Like the reference to Titanic, that was great. While you're making your way up to that house, the castle. Oh, I like Cameron. Believe me, I do. If I didn't, he would know. I would not hide it. um, so yeah, definitely just do your thing, man. Like I said, I can't wait for The Last of Us walkthrough. I want to hear your commentary on that, man. Like your experience with The Last of Us and what you were going through when you were playing the game on the PlayStation 5, what you are seeing, the way you're describing it, all of that stuff, man. I can't wait for you to do. Exactly. Like Vincentio, it's more of the white curvature over here, and the proper RGB chroma subsampling. It's not the RGB, it's sRGB, which is the little bit better 8-bit color. So on here, as you can see, that the insertion of the he's just more technical, and he's appealing to individuals who are tech savvy with technical calibrating language. He's using technical calibrating language, the white balance and point 2, point 1, how to adjust that color temperature, da 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 da. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. That's the beauty about the YouTube. Something for everyone. If you are a professional calibrator and that's what you do, well, then you're definitely gonna feel at home when you are, listening to him. But if you're not into the tech savvy shit, and you're just trying to memorize every word he says, then, you know. I definitely want to revisit all of these games. I want to revisit The Last of Us on the PlayStation 5. I want to revisit The Last of Us Part 2. I want to revisit all of these games. Same thing on the Series X. I want to revisit the Halo. See how the Halo franchise is running. Forza Horizon, Sea of Thieves. Why not? We're filming a planet Earth, guys. This is planet Earth. And now we're filming the opening scene of Prometheus. Well, the difference between the small channels and the big channels is the obvious: the sponsors and the money. And you can just tell that it's act. Oh, hello, guys. My name is. Cut. Another take. Hello, guys. It is yours truly. Cut. Another take. Hello, guys. It is me, yours truly. Cut. Another take. Hello, guys. It is me, yours truly. That's a little bit better. Let's do it one more time. Fuck that. I'm not into that shit, man. Okay. But I get it. There's big hot shots out there, and that's what they do. Each to its own, I guess. But you have to remember, those big YouTubers don't have time to answer your comments, because there's hundreds of thousands of comments. There's millions of people. If I had millions of subscribers, I probably wouldn't be able to see any of you guys. I wouldn't be able to find you out of the millions of people. When you have more people, it's more crowded, it's more busier, and it's just, you can't reply to people because too many people. You just can't. This is my laptop. You better believe it. You better believe it. It's my laptop. You better believe it. Planet Earth. Since when did I start filming Planet Earth? This is New Zealand, man. Look at that. It's like an IMAX camera attached below the airplane, which it is. Right here. And we're filming the Planet Earth. Number 3. Number 3. These are the overhead shots that they use with the IMAX camera. Ridley Scott has done this with a second unit. Christopher Nolan has done this as well with a second unit. Amazing, huh? That's why they filmed the Lord of the Rings here. This is exactly why they were filming Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit here. I mean, look at this. It's too real. It's just too real. Honestly, if I didn't know anything about the graphics and video games, I probably would have think, this is real, dude. This is real. I know, it's crazy. Let's go down a little bit lower. Look at that. Amazing. No wonder so many movies were filmed up here. I mean, look how beautiful it is. And I haven't even scratched the surface of New Zealand. But now I understand totally why, you know, why so many movies are made up here. Totally get it. And Iceland as well. Don't forget the Iceland. You know. Look, there's the highway down there. Right here. You can see it. There's a highway. And there's the airport. Queenstown Airport. Well, there you go. Perfecto. I'm gonna have to go inside a cockpit. Amelia's there by herself. There's the airport. All right, Desperado, hold that beer for me, will you, bro? I cannot guarantee you that. No, I mean that tequila. Hold that tequila, bro. This could get bumpy. This is the airport? You kidding me? More like an airstrip. All right, hold on to your butts. Hold on to your butts. You guys ready for this? I know I am. No, I'm not ready for this, bro. This is another disaster. Oh, Lord. We're going to go right here, right here, right here. Oh, we did it. Did we? Oh, Lord. Wow. Wow. Just wow, dude. Just wow. I don't believe it. Look how close. How close we came. It's like a Jurassic Park over here. It's like a Jurassic Park. Hold on. Let's turn it off. Turn off everything. Ignition. And mixtures. All of it. There you go. It's off. I think I turned it off. There it is. All right, so there you have it, guys. That's all I have for you today. Make sure you check out that previous video I did regarding the my standard preset. It's basically a standard preset, not high dynamic range, but just a standard dynamic range. And what type of presets do I recommend for non-HDR content? Go check out that video. It's 20 minutes long. I would recommend that you use those settings. Try it out. If you don't like it, you don't have to use it. But it works for me. You're welcome, Cameron. And also check out my previous part 2 Stock X live stream that I did. Some interesting stuff in there as well. And then get ready for that unboxing. You know, finally. Can't wait to get it, man. It's been 6 months, man. And this is like the longest 6 months waiting period for PlayStation 5. Honestly. All right, guys. So I'll see you. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you the day after tomorrow. And keep up on my community forums and videos, and I have a bunch of stuff coming out. So keep an eye on that. As always, a pleasure. And again, New Zealand Flight Simulator just looks amazing, you know. Always a pleasure, guys. Cheers.